let me start here. There are around at least 100 ancient star races on this planet right now. Now, when I say ancient star races, let me be specific. These are star races that are highly involved spiritually and have been around for an extremely long time. Okay? Now, there are star seeds on this planet. Here, many star seeds on this planet. Most of those star seeds are not ancient ones. It just is what it is. So, when you hear this term, don't just attach it to yourself if you are unsure. Okay? Like I said before, you will know what you are when the time comes. Now, these ancient ones, I'm aware of some. I know who some are. But I can never say publicly who they are because that will put them in grave danger. That'll make them even more of a target for the elite. Okay? I even know some names of them. Their last name. Their last name that has traveled and been all over the cosmos. If I was to say that name right now, that would put me on the elite's list. They'll start watching me very closely. Because these ancient ones, the knowledge that they have in here, the elite see that as crucial for them for them to try to hijack this ascension, because they cannot ascend to 5D. They cannot supersede their bodies because they cannot accept what they are and they cannot accept what they are not. Okay? So they're trying to hijack the bodies of those that can. And them pushing this is one of the main ways they are trying to hijack the body of one that can ascend. Okay? And that's the furthest I can go on that. All right? Now, these ancient ones, most are not aware of who they are. They're not aware of the knowledge that they have. I had one I talked to. He went to the doctor and they pretty much put him to sleep so they can start operating on him. And out of nowhere, he just starts saying things about moon bases, things about stargates, things about the stars crashing down on Earth. These are things he's saying subconsciously because his conscious mind was pushed to the side when they put him to sleep. So I told him, when he told me that, I was like, man, you are lucky you were not in a military hospital when you said that. And he said the doctor told him the same thing, because if they would have heard him saying those things, they would have knew who he was right at that moment. These elite, these Matrix elite are smart. They do their research. They know about these ancient ones. They know they're here. They know the knowledge that they have. So if they heard him speaking like that in a military facility, he would have not left that building until he told them everything that they needed to know. Okay? Many of these ancient ones are starting to wake up. And I had a watcher tell me this a while back, and I didn't disbelieve it or believe it. I simply took it as information. But now I'm coming to realize the words that watcher shared to me, the information he shared with me, was true. Okay? Many of these ancient ones are going to start having very, very vivid dreams. Very vivid dreams. And these dreams will be unlike anything they've ever had in their life. Because these dreams will be memories.
If you've been researching, trying to figure out how to make money online, maybe you're researching ClickBank or dropshipping.
Of who they are, things they've been through. Now, I'm not telling you this to blow your imagination up. Don't let it do that, okay? I'm not telling you these things for you to believe either. Don't let that confuse you. I'm telling you these things for you to have an understanding, okay? And when the time comes, you will know what you are and what you are not. But many of these ancient ones are going to start awakening quickly, okay? Some may not even be aware about spirituality at all, but that experience is going to happen to them to push them into the direction of awakening. Spiritual Pharaoh. It's this girl name, I think her name is Fairlana369 on YouTube. She was doing a live stream about her sister and a dream she had. Spiritual Pharaoh recognized that dream she had because he was in that dream she had. Okay? And she was wondering, and it was about the gods coming down. And she was talking about the gods came down and then they left. But she didn't know, she wasn't really aware of what direction they went. Spiritual Pharaoh talked to me. And he went in her live stream and said, the gods always traveled east. So then she pointed this direction in the live stream, and they looked it up with their phone, and that direction was east.
Diamond, once the gods touched down, where did they go?
I don't know specifically where they went, but I know they started walking in that direction. I don't, is that south?
Yeah, because look, don't we live like we live north?
There's a compass on your phone.
A compass on my phone?
Mm-hmm.
Where the compass at? She gonna look at the compass on the phone, y'all.
There should be.
Cause Reflection said, we walked towards the east, the end of days to the east. That's where we went. That's what Spiritual Pharaoh said.
I mean, technically, it is east.
You in Durham, Reflection? Oh, she said it is east. So if we turn it, we couldn't show them? Oh, we couldn't show y'all if we turn it.
That way?
Could you do it up like this? Could they see it if you did it up like this?
It's moving.
Dang, I don't think we can show you. But, see, it's upright, so we couldn't really show y'all. But when it's down like this, mind you, see, this is where it is looking like right now. When we put it down like this, east is straight. East is this way. Hey, look. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy because Reflection said we go east. And y'all, east is literally that way. Shout out to you, Reflection, because that's not crazy, but the fact that you said that. Y'all, east is right here. I don't know if y'all can tell, but east is that way. So just like in her dream. we like. Oh, Reflection, that was deep. Where you at? We gotta shout you out.
You go somewhere. Is that it?
Right here. Shout out to Spiritual Pharaoh. They said we walked towards the end of the days to the east. That's where we went. And that's shout out to you, Reflection, because the whole time she was telling the story, she was like, yeah, and they went that way. And then we got on the compass, and that way is east. So shout out to you, Spiritual Pharaoh, because that's wild. That really is wild.
The dream she had was a memory of who she once was, okay? And keep in mind, this girl is not spiritual. She's not spiritually aware at all. She's not. This experience kind of scared her, kind of freaked her out. It did. But this was just another example of the knowledge that I was given, that these ancient ones are going to start having these vivid 5D dreams, okay? Because it is time for them to wake up. It is time for them to realize who they are. All right? So, like I told you guys before, most star seeds are not ancient ones. It is what it is. You will know what you are when the time comes. Okay? But if you do come across the information that you are an ancient one, don't be so quick to tell everybody what you are. Don't be so quick to put on the internet what you are, okay? Because it may be exciting. It can be exciting. But you got to keep in mind, the elite are looking for you. specifically trying to figure out who you are. And keep in mind, these ancient ones usually incarnate in families. So that means in the physical, they're usually related to each other. So if they figure out who you are, they can figure out where your entire bloodline is and put all of them at risk. So again, when people ask me, oh, what type of starseed you are? Well, what galaxy you come from? I'm not too quick to say that. I'm not. People ask me about past lives. Oh, what was your name? I'm not too quick to say that. All right? Because these elite are always listening. They are always watching, trying to find out who these ancient ones are. So if you come across the information that you are an ancient one, and even if you're not an ancient one, even if you're starseed, you remember past lives, don't be so quick to say what you are. Okay? I see many people put on the internet exactly what they are, where they're from. And that right there gives me an idea of what they're not. Okay? Because in spirituality and in awakening, it is very easy to attach labels to yourself. It is. Starseed, Pleiadian, Andromedan, all these things. It's very easy to attach these labels to yourself. And many people attach these labels to themselves without even having a full understanding of that label, and also without fully knowing that they are that label that they are attached themselves to. Okay? So don't be so quick to attach these things to yourself. But these ancient ones are here. They're here. A lot of them are these children, these young children that are here in a last attempt to wake up the collective. Okay? I dropped a video. The elite are targeting the chosen ones. And I spoke about the elite targeting these younger children. So if you have a child and your child starts speaking about space and spirituality, pay attention. Pay attention, because up to 4 years old, a child can remember their past lives. Once they reach 4, nature resets it. Most things they forget, some things they hold on to. The things that they hold on to, they'll never forget. All right? There's been instances and cases, young children speaking about these things. So the ancient ones are here. They're here. And they must be protected. So if you do have a child that is young and that's speaking of these things, make sure, and again, you should be doing this anyway, but understand the elite are looking for that child. I'm not saying this to make you in fear, to make you scared, no. But the elite are looking for that child. Parents are playing a pivotal role right now, and many are not aware. So when their kids start speaking about these things, they can't understand it. They think they're crazy. They put them on medication. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't put them on medication. There's nothing wrong with them. If they have a lot of energy, there's nothing wrong with them. ADHD? Nonsense. Nonsense. Just give them something to do. Give them something to do. They have that energy for a reason. Okay? I see it in these babies. I do. They're so advanced. So advanced. Working phones. Know how to do things on YouTube. Kids are doing this. 1 year old, 2 years old. I'll say 2 years old and up. They're doing this. Okay? I told you guys this ascension was going to be complete within 40 to 50 years. That is true. That is true. All right? Now, if you watch my video called The End of Humanity, I explain in that video how this ascension will end.
Imagine instead of having to analyse the market or use indicators or trend lines or support or resistance, you just had a simple set of clear mechanical rules to follow repeatedly every day. A set of simple rules that, when followed, provide a proven statistical edge over the market that you can even verify via the statistics built using the rules themselves. If you had that simple set of rules to just follow routinely every single day with none of the analysis, none of the blindly guessing or staring at that maze of a chart just thinking, what the hell do I do here? Imagine how that would impact your ability to trade consistently, routinely over the long term. You'd be able to just come in every...
People may wonder, how do I know that? Well, inner knowledge and confirmation with others that have experienced it, that have saw it, that have foreseen it. Okay? In 40 to 50 years, the life force of this planet will leave. Gaia's gone. And if you are going to the fifth dimension, if you are ascending, you are going with her. And those that are left on this planet, it's going to be very tough for you. 3D is going to be very tough. Spiritual Pharaoh told me to watch a movie recently called Children of Men. And he told me that movie is very symbolic of how this earth is going to be like after this ascension is over. So if you haven't watched that movie, Children of Men, watch that movie. I wish I could watch it and break it down for you guys on here, but I don't want to spoil it. But in the coming decades, it's going to become harder and harder for women to give birth because the moon is going to be moving farther and further away. In this movie, it was very hard for women to give birth until one child came forth. Here's why I say that. In the coming 1,000 years, there will be no more colored people on this planet. No more. All right? Remember, out of the dark came light. All right? The dark is leaving this planet. The light will be remaining on this planet. Okay? Now, they will remain on this planet until she of the dark appears and extinguishes the remains of humanity. All right? This is not to sound all grim. This is not. But that movie was so symbolic to what I was told and what I know for a fact is the truth. It was so symbolic. The scenes were so powerful, and they see the baby, everybody just stopped and just looking like, wow,